beginning of your training is very simple. You must teach yourself not to back up. Not to back up ever. On the street, when you're caught, say just as a grab, when you're caught, never fighting the man's strength. This is waking him up. You see so many people thinking you're going to strike. This wakes that hand up. We want this person asleep. When he catches, you always go forward, no matter what the technique is. You see so many trying to pull away, trying to get into these motions, trying to get into kicks. When someone catches you, when you've been caught, it's instant to come forward. But you're checking your area around it, instantly coming forward. I'm going to show you a couple of the techniques used in this. What we deal with at the beginning is non-lethal force. This person has grabbed you here. You cannot go smashing in with some kind of technique that's going to break his jaw or his nose or whatever. You do not have that right legally. You cannot stomp his knee or break his knee. The man grabbed you. Maybe he's asking for the time. Maybe he needs help. You just don't know. So you have to use legal techniques that are going to get this man off. Training to come forward, relaxing. And this is very basic. This is where your training must begin, the basics. Always looking up, never looking at the person's center area. You're always checking. But teaching yourself to come forward. Teaching yourself to come forward. The very first technique, devastating. Again, we don't throw punches or anything. You want to get him off you. You're going to come to the jawbone here. And you're just going to pop him forward and just push him off here. Now, you got him off you. You got him off you. And that's very important. So many people try to fight back, strike the arm, trying to fight the person. And you're right, I could hurt Jack, I could put him down, and I could damage this person. Legally, I don't have a right ever to damage someone, break his wrist, or to smash his head because he's grabbed me. The biggest thing is you want to get him off, and this is going to be used for a higher level technique, so this is absolutely one of the most important things you must understand, is never fighting back. You're going to become a shadow. You're caught, you move on him, whatever it's going to be. Right now, we're just going to get him off with a very simple technique to the jawbone here. You're just going to come forward. You're caught. So another, he steps back. You're talking to someone. Boom, he's caught you. You sense it as a threat. You're just going to come forward. He doesn't feel a thing. His arm is strong. He's not going to feel a thing. You're just coming to him, shoving him off. From here, you're going to have to decide if he's going to come back, what your decisions are going to be made. This is used for any kind of a grab. Let me borrow you, Bob. Because now the problem's here. This is what people don't deal with. I see so many great people out there dealing with martial art techniques, and I've seen a lot of great videos, but they don't deal with this. They deal with people their size, or a little bit smaller, a little bit taller. This is a big man, very, very strong man. I cannot fight his strength. I absolutely cannot do anything with this man. As soon as I pull away, he is going to do some severe damage. As you watch this tape again, you notice that you always hear me say, waking the body up. When someone's in front of you, they've grabbed you or whatever, you always see us never waking the body up in the concept that you're not attacking a limb that wakes the other limb up. If you grab someone by the arm here, you're going to notice the other hand gets ready to attack. We never let them attack. They're going to be hit without knowing it. So that is why you're being choked or whatever. You'll never see us touching a limb that's going to wake the mind up, telling you that the fight's going on. It's the same as if there's a gun in your back or whatever, or in your chest, or you don't want to strike on a limb because the body, something's wrong. If you're already there, very softly moving it, they won't know what's going on, which gives you the ability to attack them. And that, again, turns the weapon onto that person. Must get this man off as soon as you're caught. So, again, you're standing there, he's caught you, boom. You expect the damage immediately. You're just coming forward. And this is so important. Your instinct is to go away. Never go away. You have to train yourself. You saw it, again, going to the bridge of the jawbone, just popping him off from here. Now, this is a very simple technique, and it probably won't work for a man this big. Now we're going to have to change things. For a smaller man, I can pop him off like I demonstrated here for the bridge line. Now we're going to have to use a technique that's used for everything. As you watch the higher level gun techniques or whatever, knife, it's here. The hand's going to come forward here. Here, the hand's going to be forward here. As it hits here, I don't care where it is, the hand closes into a fist. He's caught me here, I got to get this guy off. His hand's in a fist. Again, I did not go to his eyes. I did not do severe damage. Maybe this guy's a star football player or whatever, drank too much. I can't wreck his eyes or whatever. I can't maybe hurt his leg. And this is another fallacy too, where people think people fall down when you kick them. It's not going to happen. This man, I do not have enough power to take this man apart, especially if he's on drugs, drinking a little booze or whatever. He's going to be powerful. You must teach yourself to come forward. Powerful technique, you just came forward, got him off you. And you have to take it to the power that's going to go. Now this is going to be used. It's a cross grab. You got both hands. Here we are again. So many people in the martial arts or whatever want their arm. I don't want my arm. I don't want my arm. He's tied up. He's tied up. This is very, very good. I can look, make my decision where I want to take it. I can make my decision where I want to go. You will never see me pull back trying to kick. Because as soon as I do that, we got a fight going on. I don't want that fight. I'll look, I'll decide. Maybe I just want to pop him in the mouth. Make him let go. But of course, take it to the level that you have to. You're going to see me move in on this guy. You're going to see me move in, get him off. You must have the mindset of coming forward. And this is difficult to grasp because your body has that instinctive motion to fight the arms. Never fight the arms. Never, ever fight his strength. He's just too strong. You're just going to come forward. You're just going to come forward into this person. You got him off, didn't damage him, you got him off. He may come back, as we'll talk in this tape a little later, what to do if he comes back. But you got him off, you can apologize, maybe it'll stop the fight right there. Buy him a beer, whatever it takes. Do not fight this man. You want to keep the legal consequences of going down. Constantly understanding legal consequences are so important. You see people taking glasses and smashing it in their face, striking their groin, always going to the eyes. If you wreck this man's career or his job, you're going to be paying a lot of money just because he grabbed you. He didn't hurt you. He grabbed you. Totally legal. When you go to a court of law, the one that has the best lawyer wins. And it's too expensive to deal with lawyers, and there's not a reason to deal with one. So one of the things out there that really concern me is the legal consequences in which you deal with people. So many people out there on the street or whatever teach programs. A guy's got his hands up, you're just going to strike his eyes and you're going to break his knee or whatever. You cannot take it to a forcive level without a very, very good reason. It'd be like me walking up to you and just sucker punching you and smacking you in the mouth and breaking your jaw. There's going to be a lawyer there. And you must remember that no matter what altercation you get into, usually the winner goes to jail. Lawyers are expensive. Jail time is expensive. Losing your job is an expensive thing. If you can get out of a situation, get out of it. If a punch is thrown at you, take it to the level, as you've watched, that you can take it to. You cannot crush his throat or break his jaw or whatever, if you get the opportunity to do that. Take it to the legal level that you can take it to, and it's so important. Don't ever attack that person. He's got his fist up at you, he's not moving, big deal. But I see so many people, you just kick him in the knee before he moves at you. You're going to be dealing with some jail time. There's going to be some assault charges there, especially if he was a drunken athlete or whatever. And you got some major, major problems. Now, this is used for everything. This is used. Say he's got me by the lapels. Again, Bob's a very strong man, and you are not going to make these techniques work. I see this constantly out there. This is a fantasy. Anyone that says this is going to work, this is a dream. I ask you, why is it that you would do all this when you just look in his face, attack his weakest point? I do not understand why people attack this man's strength. Maybe I'm here, I'm just going to grab him by the hair. Get your hands off me. You're going to notice that we'll be striking the back of the head a lot. But again, I cannot, and you should not, use legal force. You see, many people think they're going to come up with knees. Well, you're standing on one foot, first of all. You're standing on one foot. And we're talking about survival. Where I'm from in Alaska, you're standing on ice and snow constantly. Maybe you're on the beach. These techniques aren't going to work. When I'm on one foot and he's starting to push me around a little bit, you're not going to have anything. You're not going to have anything. He's going to throw you on the ground. So immediately, no matter how you're caught, you absolutely relax. You're going forward on this person without legal problems. You're getting him off you. You may have to take it up. Now, if there was another person, Jack, now I've got two people. Now I have to crank it up and to decide. As you watch this video, this person here is nothing but a shield. He's always with the mindset of a shield. I don't want to ever get rid of my shield because maybe he's got a knife or gun. And you're never going to see me throw this man down because I've just lost my shield. Any size. Now again, everything's different. He's got my lapels. You're right, I can hurt Jack. And this is what you see. Both lapels here. This is what you see. You see all these techniques, and and this is what you see. Well, you're right, I can take him down. I can look good. But when you deal with the other part of the world, which people are bigger than you, that's a totally different mindset. So you have to grasp that understanding. Let me step on Jack. People attack people because they think they can win. They either want money, or they're going to hurt you or your family, or maybe you're a police officer. Things are going to go very, very wrong. And if you have any other kind of mindset, thinking that this might work, because we trained in our karate school or maybe just our training hall, it's not going to work. And that's what you have to get out of your mind, because these people have weapons and they have friends. And we have to get them off in 1 second. Keeping your hands up in a relaxed attitude and never projecting that you're going to fight, that you have any skills. Your hands are always in front of you. And as you watch the video, you're always using both hands. And if you ever see a hand drop down as you train or whatever with your partners, that's a mistake. You see so many people, the hands going, there's no reason for your hand to be down. You're using both things. If you caught someone, something else is coming at you, both hands are ready to go, but relaxed. And I know it's very difficult to be relaxed when you're being assaulted, but you have to have that mindset. Very, very important. And the training level that you take it to, practice a lot being relaxed. It's very important.
Hey, Jimbo here with another tip for you. This has to do with understanding just how far you will go to protect yourself and your loved ones. Many guys overestimate their willingness to fight back. The reality is usually much different. For example, I worked with one Special Forces soldier, a guy who saw a lot of action and endured years of bloody combat. What he said to me was this, quote, "Many men cannot fathom the idea that somebody actually wants to kill them. They just can't get their head around it. So when confronted by a real killer, a truly evil person willing and able to kill without hesitation, when that horrible reality sinks in, they often just freeze up and then die." Point is, there's a certain warrior's mindset that you must tap into when facing down a potentially deadly threat. It means you are willing to either escape and fight another day or step up and fight with deadly force, with deadly intentions, if there's no other choice. As my street fighting friend Paul Vunak once said to me, quote, "You've got to demonstrate a complete disregard for your opponent's well-being." So here's what I did. I got a few U.S. Special Forces soldiers to show you how to tap into this warrior's mindset, along with some lethal hand-to-hand fight moves. Deadly moves that kill in an instant if you're ever confronted by a deadly threat. But here's the thing. These moves are very ugly and very brutal moves, so much so that I am not allowed to show them to you here on this platform. If I did, they would shut down my channel for sure. However, if you think you can take it, I am now willing to show them to you for free. Just get to the link in the description. This is pretty gory stuff, but when your life is on the line, you'll be damn glad you learned these simple moves. Like I said, you can see them for free through the link in the description. Okay, let's move on to your next tip.
Now we move to our next segment, and that's the knife. When we use the knife, we're going to notice some of the same principles as with the empty hands. They overlap. Diana, come in. Diana's going to feed an angle 5 at me. Instead of blocking it, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to attack the hand. I'm going to cut the hand on the first motion. So she comes in, boom, I'm cutting the hand. As I cut the hand, here I'm going to hook the blade on. Now there's only one angle she can come at, and that is angle 2. I catch the angle here, cut again, and we disarm. That's our first technique. Let's go through it one more time. I come in. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now from here I can raise up to here, hook the arm, and get into bargaining position. So let's try that one more time all the way through. Die. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, let's give it a try. Now as we move along to our next technique, I want you at home to notice the similarities in body mechanics. Diana. Now fire the angle 5. What I did on our first technique, cutting the hand, she would come with the angle 2, I would block with the rear hand. Sometimes as I cut this hand, I'm a bit overzealous and I get this direction. When she comes here, it takes too long for this to come in. So when she comes around here, I'm going to raise the front hand. As I raise the front hand, I'm going to trap here, and then I trap again. That's our first technique. Die. She fires the knife again. I'm going to cut. I raise the hand up. I trap here, and she pushes past center a little. I come to here for our next move, which is the lopsow. And you notice that these are the same techniques we were doing, empty hand, where I come 1, 2, or I come 1, 2. So the similarities from the knife and the empty hand. Ready? And go! Break. Good job.
It's actually a method of moving a person through the changing manipulation of their joints and using their head, since the head weighs approximately 30% of the weight of the entire body. Once you tilt it slightly off its axis or it gets overbalanced from the body, it's much easier to move the rest of the body in the direction you want to go. You have to be careful when you practice these because you could get a sore, stiff neck from it. Practice them slow. Watch the tape. Watch it several times. Just practice them slow. It's good defense. It's not very useful on somebody with no hair, but that's not every technique is suitable for every situation. First, I want to explain how you view the head. You view it in quadrants. If we're going to be tilting the head to make a twisting hair pull, we look at the head with this whole side here is one quadrant and this whole side here is another quadrant. For front and back movement, you have grab the front of the hair or grab the rear. Okay? First, if you have a problem, let's say a one-hand assault type here, you can use this quadrant of the hair to pull the person all the way to the ground. I'm keeping him up, okay? If you have a side attack problem where you're more sideways like this, it's real easy to wrap around, okay? And it's also, if somebody assaults you kind of from the rear like this, you can reach around here, get the quadrant, take them down, okay? Come on. If you have a problem from the front, somebody's coming up, looks like they're going to try this or try choke as you come up, pull here and straight down. Okay? I want to show you that very slow. What the problem is, this looks too easy. It is very easy, but there's one important point. This person, average person with neck muscles, if tighten up, I can't do it. Okay? I cannot pull against it once it's already tightened up. It's easy to resist, but if they don't know that's what you're doing, I only need this much time to get them out. 1/2 of a second, you have them, once they're tilted, now you resist. It's too late, okay? Once I got his head out of balance and the neck muscles bent, it's too late to tense up and resist. So your practice should take the form of like this, okay? And down like that, because once it gets to here, it's too late. You already have control. If you get up here and they perhaps have some idea you're going to assault the head or the neck and it tightens up, you won't be able to move it. Okay? But all you need is 0.2 of a second. Just up and down and you're done. Okay? From the rear, move a little this way. Okay, from the rear, this is not hair pulling technique. You're not grabbing here and pulling straight back. There's no advantage. You reach to the front, pull this way. It's the same difference as from the front. Tighten up, I can't do anything. This is just strength against strength, okay? Relax. If you get an advantage, you're straight up. If you get to here, look at his head's only moved 3 or 4 inches and already the body is tilting. It's already out of balance and the neck muscles can't resist this one. When you do this one, you practice this way, you pull them and bring them down yourself, okay? If you leave your training partner to fend for himself, he needs to know how to do backward falling techniques so he doesn't injure his head. So when you practice, pull back, stay in the way. All right. And last, change back here. Last, if you face an assault that looks like a headbutt rush, the first defense, not to do with hair pull, but it will lead you into one. The first defense is this. Headbutt is pop them with the palm of your hand. Okay? Don't go away. Do not hit like this. Just pop. Just palm it like that. Give them a shock. Don't try and stop them. If this is 270 pounds and it's moving at 6 miles an hour and they have no intention of stopping, don't try and stop them. It's just a shock and let them keep coming another step. Grab the hair, pull him down, push him around and down on his back. Come on up. We're going to try and go real slow and show you this technique. Stop. Stop. Grab the hair, and when I say stop, you give him a little shock to stop him. Let him keep coming and push his head down a little bit. Then push it this way. Now this becomes, from this position, just a rear hair pull down. Boom, on his back. All right, up. One more time, just flowing walk through. Okay? 1, 2, 3, and down. Good. Okay, short review. When you're looking at hair pulling techniques, you view the head for quadrants 1, 2, 3, 4. From the front, you can reach rear quadrants. You can reach quadrants this way, around this side, very simple, this way, and pull it down. From the front, you reach to the rear of the hair. Get past the midpoint of the body before you grab the hair. From the rear, get past the midpoint before you grab the hair. Then you will gain a leverage advantage.
What we're going to show you is a couple of situational defenses using the hair pulls, the neck manipulations, okay? On the first one, what I want you to do is grab me in the bear hug and lift me off the ground, okay, as an attack. Okay, reach around the back, pull, and as I get him to here, I'm going to use it with the chin, put him right down to the ground. Now, when I started manipulating his neck, his automatic response, he had to put me down. Okay, once again, we'll go real slow on this. Okay, somebody comes up, grabs the old bear hug, I'm going to the rear quadrant and pulling. As he starts letting me down, I'm going to let my palm, my hand help, and push him straight into the ground. At this point, I can go here, do a control on the elbow joint, keep this man down. We can discuss why he shouldn't have done this. Good. Another one, and one thing about a hair pull, it can be used in very, very close quarters. Okay? Let's say we're in a situation where we have about this much room. He comes in, pushes me, I'm pinned. Okay, I can come up here, force up, notice the reverse of the hand, and pull straight down. That you can do in a phone booth. Okay, the technique was reach up, in through, and close. Okay, I can bring my hand in through, grab the hair, come across. This is a double pull. Take them straight down. Where the head goes, the body is going to follow. Also, these techniques can be used on a simple grab. Okay, if you ever walk up, grab an arm. Back to the quadrant, pull, and release. So when you practice your hair pulls, these are limited only to your imagination. Remember though, when you're practicing with your partner, one technique we use in practicing, we don't pull. I will reach up and just make the fist right there. Greg, being my training partner, knows what we're doing. He's just going to come right along for me. Here, and we're not really pulling each other's hair. Your barber won't like you, and you won't like yourself because it does hurt.
The key is not learning how to punch. Most adult men in America know how to double up their fist. The key is knowing where to punch an individual. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to target Chad's upper lip or chin. I want to do what's called spinning the chin or getting the head to tuck down in. And what does that do to us, Chad? We know that it spins some juice in the brain. It's going to do some, it's going to hopefully knock us out, right?
It would be like an awful lot like shutting down a computer. You shut down the computer, you have to reboot it. It'd be just like restarting the computer. It shuts down because of the force of the motion.
Right. So what we do is Chad makes the same assertive motion towards his weapon. I'm going to strike right into the tip of the jaw or into the nose. Now I'm actually lifting my hand, and we're going to get into a fighting stance. If you have to have a fighting stance, I call this sort of the no stance. If I'm standing in front of somebody and Chad starts to swing, not draw a gun. Let's say we're not in a gunfight and Chad starts to swing on me. A modular style of fighting stance, if we have to have a stance, simply make two fists, bring them up to the head, and tuck them in. And we're going to show why that's effective, because it doesn't take any train. It simply becomes a cover. We can cover ourselves up, and we can throw punches from here, and we can actually throw blocks and arm breaks from here. He throws a punch, and I can't get this hand here in time. But now what I'm going to have is a punch that he doesn't see coming. We're going to take that same basic American punch and put it right in his chin. So I've turned off of here. Now I'm just going to turn back into the enemy and strike again, right in the chin. So we want to put him down on the chin. That chin's going to turn him off like a light switch. So Chad again throws a punch. I simply block. He can't see this can behind my head. So that moment of blind area where Chad doesn't see me coming, when I strike back, it puts him down. He can feel just barely tapping on the chin causes some discomfort, doesn't it? Yeah. It only takes about that much energy to knock a person out. So if I'm going to tap Chad in the chin, let me simulate that by, Chad's a big boy, I'm going to put one in his chest. We're going to hit him with about the same energy that it would take to knock him out. And then I'll show you how hard I might hit somebody to kill him if we want to take him out and it becomes lethal. So Chad throws a punch. It's a glancing blow when I come back. About that hard. Feel good? Yeah. Feels good to me. So let's try it again. Chad throws a punch. Here, come back on the chin. And he's taking it in the pec. If I hit much harder, we're probably going to separate a pec here. Right? He's going to be sore tomorrow. That's what we love that. So what you're seeing. Now, is that an entire fight? It is in my world. In modular fighting, here's an entire fight. Chad reaches up, throws a punch, makes connection, come back, fight's over. Okay? You okay? Beautiful. Okay. So now, let's slow that down and go back to the chin. Chad throws a punch, hands are up tight, I take my shot, come in, and hit with that type of power into Chad's chin. Simple fight style, watch. Who can't do this? You guys have to learn how to at least extend your arm and double up your fist to fight with this style. So again, throws a punch. Here, and back, takes a shot. I'm going to just keep hitting that pec until he surrenders.
Thanks for watching our video lessons here at TRS Direct. Hit the like button down below and consider subscribing to our channel here on YouTube. Hit the bell icon and we'll send you a notification when there's a new lesson available. Thanks again for watching.